Hey there, folks. Welcome to the Jason Wright Show, where the mission is to improve always in all ways. Today, I want to help you figure out how to kill procrastination. This is something that I started doing a number of years ago, and it has had a wonderful impact on my procrastination. And the thing that I think you got to realize that this is like anything else. It's planning the task before you actually start it. It's getting some method to the madness. Most of us, whenever we think about starting a task or things that we have to do, we're thinking about it in its totality. And that is what is causing us to procrastinate. We don't want to get this big, massive task done. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to specifically choose one task and make it clear. We need to understand the date, the time, and the place that we are going to do the task. And then we have to prioritize it. This can actually help us to generate some of the neurochemistry that's actually going to cause us to get into a state of flow to focus on the task at hand, which is incredibly important. Next, this is the Pomodoro Method. What I suggest doing is setting a timer for 15 to 25 minutes to work on the task. This has been a game changer for me because a lot of times what we'll do is we'll start a task and we'll have absolutely no idea how long it's going to end. If it's in our brain as an infinite task, then that's the way we will neurologically process it, physiologically, everything, and it will cause us to just not want to do it. However, if we tell ourselves, I'm going to devote 15 to 25 minutes to this task, then that's all we have. And anybody can kind of bite off these little chunks of just 15 to 25 minute tasks. There's something that it does psychologically that makes so much, not only does it make us more willing to do the work, but it tells us that we'll do the work better. Because here's the thing. If you're only going to do it for 15 to 25 minutes, then we're able to really, really focus on that 25 minutes. We might even get into a flow state. This can be a total game changer. And here's what you do. You work on the task until a timer or alarm sets. I actually have a little cube that sits on my desk. And here's the reason why I use this. I like to use my phone sometimes, but the problem is a lot of times when I pick up my phone to turn off the timer, then I'm tempted to go to social media, and that gets me out of a state of working and getting the task done. So I have this little battery operated cube that my wife found for me that has like different time increments on it. That's what I use. When the alarm goes off, I rest. I just take a 5-minute break or something like that, recharge my batteries, kind of see where I am and whether I want to continue on and get back to work. You repeat this process and then take a longer break after you've done it for 15 to 30 minutes, because what this will do, most of us only have the capacity to go for about 90 minutes at a time with full concentration, being fully engaged. We can only go for about 90 minutes. But this is like anything else. If you break it up, then not only will you be more mentally able to perform the task, but you will perform it better. Think of it this way. Think of a 100-meter sprinter versus a 400-meter sprinter. The 400-meter sprinter has to keep some in the tank, and the first 100 meters will not be the absolute all-out best 100 meters that person could ever run. It just simply can't be because they have to have some in reserves. Whereas the 100-meter sprinter goes all out as fast as they possibly can for 100 meters because it's a shorter distance. They're able to put every single thing they have into that 100 meters. It's the same concept here. What we're doing is we're breaking the task up into bite-sized chunks that will, one, not only make it less mentally taxing and mentally arduous, it will take this mountain and it'll keep us from looking all the way at the top of Everest and instead look at the very first step and the first few steps. This will mentally get us ready and focused. And if we can just concentrate on those first few steps, before you know it, we'll look up, we've climbed Mount Everest, it's done. And this will help you to stop procrastinating, because no longer will you be in this mental state weighing on you of having to do this big overblown task. But really what you'll do is you'll be thinking to yourself, I'm only going to do this for 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to be a small task. I'm going to really focus on it. Then I'm going to take a break. And then I'm going to go back. It will make life so much easier. And when you start to look at tasks this way, then that makes you less likely to procrastinate because you don't put them off because they don't seem as much of a burden as they once did before. I hope this helps. I hope this helps you cure some of your procrastination. Continue to improve always and always. I'm Jason, and I am out.